think I'm live here. All right, looks good. Okay, well, what is up, everybody? Yeah, I haven't even opened anything from the new set. There's just a lot happening. Was working on a really cool project, so just free time was not available for me. So I've been playing here and there, just doing some dailies, but um, I knew that I was gonna have to wait until I had a nice window of time to sit here and open the what do you call it? The collector boxes here. So um, yeah, had to wait until that was gonna be possible. So here we are, Friday morning. I know the set dropped Tuesday, but it is what it is. Okay, so all right, let's start with what do we got here? I believe I have. Okay, those are all still ECL cards. These are booster packs from the set. Okay, these are just bonus rare cards. How did I already get 6 of these? Nice. I think some of these are from playing Planar Chaos. I haven't even opened any of them. So I've yet to play with any of the new cards. I don't even know what most of them do, or any of them really. Endless Horizons, 13 mana, white enchantment. When the support enters the board, fetch the first 4 land cards from your library. Exile those cards. Beginning of turn, return the first land card from your exile to your hand. That card gains 10 mana. That's interesting. It's like a baby Omen Path journey for white. I don't really know how I feel about it. I'm sure I can find something to do with that, but kind of an interesting card. I don't know. We'll see. Oops. Oh yeah, we got a. What is our Battles from the Ages? What are our exclusives here? Where do they go? Oh yeah, exclusive content. Okay, well we'll open those after I'm done with here. Just going my usual route. Mirror Sheen. Okay, support card enchantment, blue and red. Activate 3, red or blue. First, copy the first non-copy spell card in your hand and gains half its mana rounded up. That's not bad. It's pretty good. Probably a decent Dragonhawk card. Okay. Here we go. A land. At the beginning of your turn, convert 3 gems to white for 8 mana. Pretty good. When this card is discarded, your first creature gets +1/+1. Whatever. 3 gems to white for 8 mana. Pretty good. Let's see what else we got. Preeminent Captain, Kithkin Soldier. When this creature attacks, first soldier creature in hand gains half its mana rounded down. Okay. I have to look to see which soldiers are worth playing right now, but pretty good. So far, I've seen a use for every card I've pulled. Okay, Rekindled Flame, 10 mana. Deal 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Okay. Beginning of your turn, if your opponent has no cards in your hand, this card is your graveyard. Return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Definitely less useful, but it's fine, I guess. Okay. Kinsbale Border Guard. When this creature enters the battlefield, this creature gets +X/+X. X is equal to the number of Kithkin cards you control, including their reinforcements. Okay. This creature dies. The first other Kithkin. Okay. It's all right. Yeah, just one of those Kithkin tribal cards. Probably want to use this with the Niwa Johnny. Nothing amazing, but yeah, I don't hate it. Okay. Gonna open some BFTA. And see what the new BFTA card is. Doomgape. Okay, 10/10 with Trample and Defender for 10 mana. Okay, at the beginning of your turn, destroy the last creature you control. Then you gain X life and X mana. X is that creature's base toughness. Interesting. That could be useful, I guess, in some destroy creature objectives and get a nice little mana bump from it. Creature's base toughness. So what would we want to play with a card like this? Something that comes back to the battlefield, like with Persist or whatever. Hey, what's up, Doran? But yeah, I think this card has some use. You can maybe play this with the Gitrog. It's a good way to something to sacrifice to get a bunch of gem conversion out of it. Sabsunin would be a good one. Yeah. Titan's Revenge. Okay, 7 mana for level. At the beginning of your turn, this card's in your hand. Increase this card's level by 2. Okay. Deal X damage to any target. Then clash. If you win, return this card to your hand. X is equal to this card's level. Takes too long to get anything significant out of it. I think there are much better cards to play, but it'll be a fine one to master, I guess. Not super impressed. I thought the 10/10 creature was decent. Okay, so booster packs, newest set. Are these just normal boosters? No, okay, these are the ones. Okay, these are the themed boosters. So about half the time we will get a rare, and about a quarter of the time we should get mythic. So we aiming for 2 mythics, 8 packs, 2 mythics, and 4 rares. Let's see what we got. I peeked in on Gauze's stream the other day, and he was not happy with what he was pulling. Oops. Blight Gem. Creature enters the battlefield. X Blight Gems. That is interesting. I've really only played Blight one real way, which is kind of a Eventide Shadow looping. So I haven't really done a lot with Blight in other ways. Something I should maybe look into. 10 mana for a 6/6. When this creature enters the battlefield, create X Blight Gems. X is the number of opposing creatures. It's okay. 10 mana for a 6/6 is not bad. White non-token creature enters the battlefield. Create a Kithkin Soldier token. Okay, that one can kind of synergize with that other rare that we got, that Kithkin rare. Elf Warrior. At the beginning of combat on your turn, this creature gets +1. Yeah. Blight Gem. Clean. Okay. Target creature. Kind of crappy. But what is that little symbol? I'll look at that later. I don't know anything about the mechanics of this set yet. I haven't even read the patch notes. So going into this pretty blind. Maybe the most ever. All right, here's our first mythic. When an opposing non-token creature dies, this creature's power is lower than its base power. Turn to the battlefield under your control. Okay. At the beginning of your Beginning of your turn, other creatures you control gain wither until end of turn. And wither is okay. That is interesting. That creature's power is lower than its own base power. What does that mean? Oh, I get what it's saying. Like if it was debuffed by wither. That's just too much to too many hoops to jump through to be really reliable. So I don't know. I don't think that one's going to get a lot of play. If you control 2 or more land supports, create a Kin soldier. First creature. It's a lot for not a lot of payoff. At the beginning of your turn, return the non-token support with the lowest mana cost you control to your hand. Then this creature gets +1/+1. Nah, that sucks. You likely much rather have a support in play than that stupid thing. Creature enters the battlefield. Opponent's first creature can't attack until the beginning of next turn. That's not bad. For a common, I can see somebody playing that. Okay. Good. All right. This pack came through, right? Glen Elendra Archmage. It's got all sorts of things. Got Persist, Flying, 16 mana for a 2/2. When your opponent casts a spell, drain 12 mana from the first card in your opponent's hand, then destroy this card. I mean, it's kind of a loop stopper, a little bit. I don't know. It seems because you cast a spell, and then so the next card that was supposed to gain mana will get drained. But then again, if the spell gains you mana, then you just get it right back. So I don't really like this card. I don't think it does enough for you. I think the effect is not as cool not as cool as it sounds. Fable of Wolf and Owl. When you cast a green spell, create a wolf token. You can trigger up to 5 times per turn. Okay. When you cast a blue spell, create a bird token. Well, that's kind of cool. Nice little token generator. You can do pretty cool stuff with that. All right. I could do something fun with that. Edge of the Divinity, spell card Aura. It's white and black, so maybe this is a Daxos card. Target creature gets +4/+4. If this creature is white, it gains Vigilance. If the creature is black, it gains Lifelink. Okay, so that's a good way to get Lifelink on black creatures. You put it on something that's both white and black, it gains Vigilance and Lifelink, so that's kind of cool too. It's not a card I'll use a lot, but it'll be a fun one to master. Creature enters the battlefield, deal X damage. What's Chroma? Chroma's value is equal to the number matched by swapping made of the color specified in Chroma Evergreen during the battle. Okay, so it's going to take a while to get a Chroma enough so that's significant, but fine. First blue creature gains hexproof. Nah. For 14, that's kind of a lot. Another rare. All right, we're doing well with our rare pools. It's about as expected. Creatures on the battlefield, your black creatures get +2/+2. Okay. Beginning of each player's turn, create a worm token. It's only a 1/1. I thought it was the 5/5 worms. I was being like, oh, that's actually pretty spicy. But no, it's only the 1/1. Creature attacks create X blight gems up to 5. X is the number of blight gems. Okay. If you have, what's it called? Wickersmith tools. This is a pretty strong little creature. Yeah, that's interesting. I'll have to play around with that. Okay. Oh, loses can't attack the beginning of your next turn. So it starts with can't. That sucks. Um, draw a card. Enters the battlefield. Draw a card. Okay, that's actually not bad, especially for Commoner Cup, where sometimes it's hard to come across some decent card draw. So that's actually not the worst card. Okay, belligerent hatching, create 4 blight gems. Okay, we cast a red. All right, it is. So that's part of why I was thinking about it. Sometimes I miss that objective because I might win too quickly. 6 or more white gems. Creatures gain prevent damage. Okay, 6 or more black gems. Each player loses X line. Don't love it. A Noggle rogue. I never seen a Noggle creature in this game, so that's new. All right, our second mythic. So we are doing good. Another rare. Third mythic. All right, we are doing good here. Spirit Avatar. Vigilance and flying 3/4. When a creature you control attacks, that creature gets 2 plus 0. Then this creature gets plus 0 plus 1. That's interesting. It's not gonna be like a top tier card, but I kind of like it. Get your creatures pretty strong. I think fairly quickly. Um, yeah, I don't hate this little card. It'll be a fun one to master. Support is on the board. Your creatures get plus X plus X. X is equal to your chroma in white. Okay. So you gotta just match a bunch of swaps, and then your creatures get buffed every turn. Will double strike double that? It shouldn't, because it's double strike would double when you deal combat damage. A creature is only able to attack once, but it is web core, so you never know. It could have slipped through the cracks. So that'll be one to have to test. But if it's double strike, then yeah, even better. Primal Crux, 8 mana. What's this chroma green? At the beginning of your turn, this creature gets plus X until the beginning of your next turn. X is equal to your chroma green. Meh, it's okay. It's an elemental too, for whatever that's worth. Wow, another mythic. All right. Luck of the streamer here. Dominus of Fealty. Spirit Avatar 4/4 for 15 mana. At the beginning of your turn, gain control of a random opposing creature at the end of turn. That creature gains. Oh, that's going to be so annoying. That is, man, that is a pretty damn good creature there. Got the black version of that, so I guess all colors got a chroma plus X creature. Okay, good to know. I mean, I guess the green is a pretty good one for chroma because you're going to be casting a lot of green cards, but or red, or yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, cool. Anyway, this is a fun creature. Gonna be super annoying to face for sure. Scourge of the Noblesse. Okay. Creature is red against first strike. Okay, so I think all the colors got this aura, maybe. Matched by swap, yes. Nah. Creature enters the battlefield. Your opponent discards a card. Okay. Creature leaves the battlefield. Move the. Nah. Creature is destroyed. Just set fillers. Okay, Sapling of Kolfiner. I didn't even see this one. When did I pull this before? It doesn't say it's new, but let's look at it. 18 mana, prevent damage, indestructible, whatever you want to call it. Prevent damage, 2/5, creature. This creature attacks, fetch the first card from your library. Okay, if it's a creature card, gain life equal to its toughness. All right. If it's not a creature, move that card to the top of your library. Fetch. So it just stays there then? If it's not a creature, because you're fetching it from your library. Or so it just goes back to your library, maybe. Okay. 18 mana is a lot. I don't know if that's strong enough to justify that casting cost. But it's an interesting effect for sure. All right, so now we got a new theme here. Golden Time. We got some of these cards, but yeah, should be the same pull rates. So let's see. Aiming for 4 rares and 2 mythics. But we already got like 4 mythics from the last bunch of sets. All right, so there's our first rare. From those last packs we got probably, if we don't pull any mythics, we already hit our quota. Okay, at the end of your turn, discard a card without mana from your hand and draw 2 cards. When you cast a wizard card, gain 4 mana. This effect can trigger up 3 times your turn. I don't know if there are much non-creatures with the wizard subtype. In standard, at least. We got wizard class, but that is legacy, and you're probably not going to play this with wizard class. So it's an okay card. Creature you control, deal 2 damage. That's actually not bad. Draw a card, then clash. If you win, return this card to your hand. Kind of neat. Activate 1. Okay. Nothing amazing there. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Creature leaves the battlefield, create a green elemental. It's 2/2. Okay, one of those. Meh. Evoke. Oh, yeah. I never really use Evoke. What is this? Prowl. At the end of your turn, if this card's in your hand, you control a creature which has at least one of the subtypes this card has. This card gains 5 mana. Okay. So it has to be either a goblin or rogue on the battlefield. Whenever a rogue creature you control attacks, it's +2/+1. Okay. This creature enters the battlefield, destroy the top card of your library. Meh. Your turn. Yeah, nothing great either. What else? Oops, I forgot to look at those. There was a wizard subtype card there. I caught that. So maybe there are more non-creature wizard cards that I gotta look for. All right, a mythic. So we are ahead of schedule in terms of pulling rare cards. When this creature attacks, you gain 6 life, then create an elf warrior token. Not bad. When another elf creature you control dies, reinforce this creature. For 5 mana, I don't hate it. 6 life and an elf warrior token every time this creature attacks. Yeah, not bad. Artifact warrior equipment, kindred warrior. When you cast a warrior creature for the first time, that creature gets +2/+1 and gains haste until the beginning of next turn. Okay. There's something to be had there. Wish it had menace. Sure. Destroy the top 3 cards of your library. Okay. Meh. Changeling. Changeling Sentinel. Okay. Somewhat interesting. That little Reese creature could be fun to master, maybe. Another rare. All right. 2 rares. All right. Doing good here. Creature is on the battlefield. Your archer creature, you get +2/+2. How many archers are in standard anyway? When an archer creature you control deals combat damage to your creature, deal that much damage to the opposing planeswalker. That could be interesting. Okay. Because you can block. Yeah, because that's what it's really doing. So if you get your guys big and they block, you're going to really hurt your opponent that way. I kind of like it. Anti-Snitch. Creature can't block. When a goblin or rogue creature deals combat damage to your opponent's planeswalker, return this card to the graveyard to your hand. Meh. It's a 4/2 with Berserker for 5 mana. It's not a bad ratio, cost to power ratio, but that's really all it's got going for it. Another mythic. All right. We are doing good. Being returned, destroy the top 2 cards of your library. Destroy this card and then return the first 6 cards from your graveyard to play under your control. Interesting. Okay. How do we blow up that activate? Could put like, can you put is there a creature? Isn't there a creature that gives your creatures persist? Or no, no, I'm thinking of the one that removes finality from you. But that's a pretty cool card. Definitely one that I'm gonna try and build around and see what I can get out of it. But it's a cool creature for sure. Pick up to one of the first 4 cards in your library. Fetch that card. It's okay, I guess. It's got Kindred at least. Destroy the first opposing creature. Okay. Untargeted removal for common. Yeah, I like it. Create a Shadowmoor Fairy token also. So, yeah. It's bringing kind of a lot to the table for common. Control 2 more cards than share subtype. Draw 3 cards, otherwise draw a card. Drawing 3 cards, pretty good. It is dependent on your board state. So maybe not great. All right. Kindred Tree Folk. Create 2 Tree Folk tokens. Okay. So we finally get Tree Folk. What do you call it? Tree Folk tokens. They're pretty good. 3/4 with Defender and Reach. Okay. And what's all this? Retrace. When a land card is exiled from your hand during your turns, this card is in your graveyard and the first card retraces in there. Return this card to your hand. I don't totally understand that, but we could play around with that card. But yeah, not a bad card. Well, at least they were all new cards, even if they weren't high rarity. Let's see anything. Return first creature from the graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. For white, not bad. Good Archangel Elspeth card. Okay. Nothing else too amazing, but I definitely like this. For an uncommon, that's pretty good. It's 11 mana, so it's a Colors of Magic card as well. Okay, so now we're on the black packs here. Got a couple dupes. Gains Wither. That's not terrible. Match black or green gems for the first time during your turn. Creature's power and toughness become 4/5 and gains Wither until end of turn. If you, this might be a decent little Commoner Cup card. Destroy it. With power 2 or less. Also would have been a decent Commoner Cup card without that stipulation. Okay, so these are just kind of normal pull rates, but the pool of cards is smaller. All right, couple new cards. Opponent discard. That's a lot for 10 mana. Or that's a lot for something that's not great. Pulling Teeth. The opponent discards the first card that can be discarded from their hand. Clash. Discard. Okay. Actually, not bad. If you can get 2 cards discarded for 5 mana out of a common, pretty good. Kind of gross art, but still pretty cool. Another one of those. All right. Bloodied Ghost. That's a cool art. This creature enters or leaves the battlefield, create a blight gem. Okay. Opponent discards the first creature card from their hand, then you gain X life, X is that creature's base toughness. Not bad. Some hand disruption. They're usually going to be trying to power up a creature, so this targets it right away. And then gaining some life from it. So if you make them discard their Galta or something, that's a pretty good amount of life gain back. So yeah, not a bad card at all. I like it. Activate 1. You lose 1 life and convert 2 gems to green. That's weird for a black creature to have that. Okay. Exile the first opposing creature. White and black. 12 mana. It's a bit pricey compared to some other cards, but it's untargeted exile in white and black for a common. So pretty good. Can't complain there. All right. I think this is the one that came with that new Planeswalker. Colfiner's Sapling. Okay. Got a lot of new cards at least. 3 Elf Warrior tokens. When you match creature. Okay, so it's another one of these. 5/3 and trample. Okay. Beast. Hexproof beast. Okay. All right, so we are at the super packs and all that. So yeah, let's open a super pack here. See what we get. All right. Got a mythic. Decent amount of other new cards. All right. Oh, okay. So the the other colors get these lands as well. Okay, so that is definitely a easy Oko Kazmina include. Color identity exactly blue or green. Gain 15 mana. Otherwise, gain 8 mana. So sweet. Into that. Increase the cost of first card in your opponent's hand by 6, and your opponent draws a card. Okay. You may return the first creature card with mana value 10 or less to graveyard to your hand. Okay. It's fine. Don't love it. All creatures you control. This card is kind of sucks. Gain X life. X is equal to your chroma green. That's going to take so long for that to mean anything, so I wouldn't waste my time. Okay. I'm very happy for that land. Oh, what happened there? When a soldier creature you control attacks or blocks, that creature gets +1/+1. Anything good? Reduce the cost. Nothing stood out. Let me know if there are any real chase cards, because I have no idea. Oops, forgot to look at those, but they were all commons. Anything worth talking about? First creature fights target opposing creature. There's something to that, especially it being red. End of your turn, create a Merfolk Wizard token. No, hate that. Destroy the first opposing creature. Mana cost of 14. I think that's probably still playable, especially in Commoner Cup, but it's not something I would rely on. Creature leaves the battlefield. Okay. Okay. When a support enters the board, random opposing creature gains can't attack. Being returned, you gain 1 life. I guess you would play this for the ETB effect, and that's pretty much it. I don't know. Target creature gains permanent damage till the beginning of next turn. I mean, we already have cards that are like that. What's it called? Enshrouding Mist is from Origins, and it's better. So I don't know why you would play that over Enshrouding Mist, but okay. Anything worth talking about? Not really. Okay, so those are all the cards I got from that. So now let's do the Elite Packs. All right, so here's what we got. We got 2 rare plus packs of each weekly rotation. And what can we get from here? View cards. Okay. And some of these, some of the rares too. I'm going to predict that I'm going to get 2 rares. 2 new rares. One new rare. At the beginning of your turn, your Planeswalker gains hexproof until the beginning of your next turn. Okay. Not super relevant right now, but maybe it could be later on. There might be some nasty thing that you have to target your Planeswalker with, and that might be the thing that saves your butt. Okay, 2 new rares. What'd I tell you? Creature horror. When this creature is on the battlefield, your blue creature get +2/+2. Okay, it's one of these. I like this, though. Activate 2 blue or red, gain 10 mana. That makes me want to maybe try some things. Yeah. What's the one? The one that destroys activate gems once a turn. Yeah. That makes me want to try that card out and do some fun things with it. Okay. Dupe rare. Dupe rare. Sucks. But let's see what else we get. Dupe Mythic. Well, that kind of sucks. Sounds like our luck ran out here. But let's see what else we can get. I save the Mythic Plus packs until I open my my premium packs. That way, I don't. There's less potential to pull a duplicate that way. All right. Activate 3 red, deal 5 damage to a random opposing target. Activate 3 blue, drain 5 mana from the last card that has mana from your opponent's hand. Okay. That's also not bad. It's a lot of activate gems. And they're all like fairly relevant. Yeah, pretty good. The only thing is that it's a 2/2, so it's not very strong, but it is a disruptor. Kind of like that. Okay. We like that it's new at least. 15 mana for a 1/1. At the beginning of your turn, this creature gets +X+X. X is equal to the number of creatures in play. So not including reinforcements, though, right? So the most it can grow a turn is 6, which, is not bad. If you keep your opponent's side of the board clear, it's just gaining +3 every turn. Not amazing, but also not the worst. Could be a fun mastery card. All right. Before we open up our Mythic Plus Elite packs, I'm going to open, I don't know, we'll see. I'm thinking maybe 5 premium packs. It's a big set, so there's a lot to collect here. But if I start getting too many dupes after like 3 or 4, then I might as well save my crystals for BFTA runs. Pulling lots of commons, that's fine. It's another one of those reasons that we do this is to get the commons and uncommons out of the way. as many as possible. It's kind of the God's Master strategy of doing it that way. All right. Pull a rare. Yeah, still pulling a good amount of new cards. I like that. And a new rare. Okay. Leader Tree Folk. When a creature you control becomes blocked, that creature gets +0/+3. Okay. I don't hate it. Another one to pair with the Salt Formation. Each creature you control gains. Oh, permanently? Oh, this is really good. For 6 mana only? Wow. Each creature you control gains a changeling subtype. So, yeah, that is interesting. We can do some really fun things with that. This is basically Omo in a spell. No, that's rad. I like that a lot. We can do some wacky stuff with that. Your creatures gain prevent damage until end of turn. Okay, not bad. Create a wolf token. This would have been cool with the Ob Nixilis, the masterpiece. The old school Ob Queza combo. Create 4 Blight Gems. 9 mana for 6/6. That's pretty good. Activate 1 black or green. Clear a Blight Gem. Okay. That's pretty good. With the Wickersmith tools, you're getting a lot out of it. Creature leaves the battlefield, deals 6 damage to target creature. Okay. Battlefield, draw a card. We got some decent cards there. Good. All right, let's do it again. Already getting a lot of dupes. I don't like that. Dang. Okay. How many actually new cards did we get? Prowess. Your first creature is +2/+2 until the beginning of next turn. That's okay. Creatures gain persist until end of turn. That's kind of interesting. Could pair that with that one card that when it enters the battlefield, you gain mana. Forget what it was again, but I'll look into that again. Increase the first card. Okay, there's something to that. Especially if you pair this with something like Sphinx's tutelage and just really jack up the casting cost of your opponent. Greg is not very good at handling that kind of stuff, so it might be worth trying to do something with it. Okay. All right. I got a little bit more than I thought I did in that pack. I thought it was more dupes than that, but I guess it's just because the rares were all dupes. Maybe we'll do a couple more after this one. See if we can pull some high rarity stuff. I'm already pulling a lot of dupes. Makes sense, though. I opened a lot of just cards in general. Hello, Oscar. So getting a lot of new commons. I think that's because there are a lot of them. Okay, finally a rare. When this creature enters the battlefield, this creature gets plus X plus X. X is the number of cards cast this turn. Is this worth building into a loop deck? Just kind of more for fun, really, than it being like the best choice. But I think I could have fun mastering that one. 7/2 for 14. When this creature attacks, deal 2 damage to the first opposing creature. That's not bad. It's going to be kind of annoying. Kind of annoying to face. But yeah, it's an elemental as well. So we can play it with Massive Mysteries. Yeah, it's a fun one. It's not going to, change the game or anything, but I like it. Oh, that sucks. Target creature gets +1/+1. Yeah. There's some crap in there. But there were some fun ones. Okay. Maybe one more after this one. Okay. Another rare. God, how many times am I going to pull that rekindled flame? Okay. Got a decent amount of new rares here. Support enters the battlefield, create X goblin tokens. X is equal to your chroma red. Okay, I like that. Beginning of your combat on your turn, your goblin creatures gain... Oh, your creatures gain goblin until the beginning of your next turn. That's interesting. So does that mean if we have like tokens, a goblin leader could eat them? That could be kind of fun. Okay. That was neat. When creature dies, deal X damage to target creature or planeswalker. X is equal to your chroma red. This effect can trigger up to 2 times per turn. That's kind of interesting. So when a creature dies, so it doesn't have to be your creature. Yeah, that one's interesting. Turn. Okay, it's one of those. Fetch the first card. If you don't. Okay, I don't hate it. When you make your first match by swap each turn, if you control 3 different elf creatures, gain 10 mana. That's not bad. Especially something like Silver Duel. You play this with 2 other elves. There are some relevant elves that you could use in Silver Duel and from Origins. So, yeah. Pretty cool. I like it. When you would take damage, you take less damage instead. X is the number of cleric creatures you control. So, at most, you're reducing damage by 3, which can be helpful sometimes. But you do have to play clerics. I don't know how many good clerics there are. right now. Switch the power and toughness of your first creature and then draw a card. Huh. I'm not sure I've ever seen that that effect. Really weird art. Cool. I don't know what to do with that, but that's interesting. Shuffle an opposing card at random back to its owner's library. That's cool. That is very interesting removal, especially for green. Yeah. 10 mana. I'm definitely going to use that card. It's untargeted removal for green. Very strong. Very cool. That's maybe the best card I've gotten from this whole pack here. Though there were some fun cards that I got. Some of those rares were fun. Okay. Maybe one more after this one, but probably not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we get anything cool out of my Mythic Plus packs. Okay. Get ourselves a rare land, I believe it was. Yeah, these premium pack pulls have not been amazing. Yeah, that was pretty bad. At the beginning of turn, gain 3 mana. Okay, create a goat token when goat creature dies, gain 3 mana. What a weird card. Okay, activate 3, create a goat token. I mean, the goat, yeah. I mean, that's fine to be able to create some tokens. It's fine. Cast a rogue creature. That creature gets +2. Nah. Spirit with menace. A worm. 7/7 for 14. No, not terrible. Exile the first card. Then create. Meh. From your opponent's graveyard. So they already have to have something in their grave. Gain X life. X is equal to the greatest power creature that shares a subtype with another creature you control up to 10. That's a lot of words for something that I don't think is great. Especially there's a different spell card that gives you more. It's a common green that gives you more life. There's no cap on it. Much better card. Return target opposing creature top of its owner's library. Not bad. Nice little bounce. Okay. Let us look for what we get in our elite packs. All right. Here we go. Mythic Plus. Do I have any of these cards? 2 of them. Okay, let's see. I don't think I've gotten a single masterpiece from the set yet. I don't know if they're any good. Okay, Divinity of Pride. 15 mana. 7/7. Lifelink flying. Spirit avatar. White and black. At the beginning of your turn, if your current life total is 75 or more, reinforce this creature. Okay. That's actually not going to be that hard, especially you put this out early when you have high life totals. This thing's going to get big pretty fast. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, not bad. That's a fun one. Okay, what's next? All right. Okay, there it is. Our first masterpiece. Figure of Destiny. It's a Kithkin, red, white, 2/2 for 4 mana. When this creature deals combat damage to your opponent's planeswalker, reinforcement. At the beginning of turn, this creature has 1 or more reinforcements. This creature gets +2/+2 and gains flying. Beginning of a combat on your turn, if this creature has 2 or more reinforcements, this creature gains reach on first strike. Okay, that's actually not bad. It's a cheap creature to put down. It grows fairly fast, and it gains some relevant evergreens as you go. After a certain point, it's going to be a flying first striker with reach with a decent sized body. Yeah, not bad. Kind of a neat creature. Oh, still got one more. Wait, how did I get the? Oh, did I buy one on accident? I think I bought I spent jewels without even realizing it. Oh, that's kind of dangerous. Whoops. Wormhearth. Okay, another masterpiece. Create X worm tokens. X is the number of land cards in your graveyard in exile. Okay. So these are the 1/1s. But yeah, this is a fun one to maybe pair with the Omen Path Journey, which is putting land cards in your exile and stuff. This is definitely kind of a grist card. You're going to be putting a bunch of stuff in lands in your graveyard. Play this with 6 Omen Path Journey and all that fun stuff, and just create get a bunch of lands in play. Yeah, this is kind of a fun card. I don't know if it's like top tier or anything, but you're going to be able to create a good amount of worm tokens, I believe. Okay, cool. Flicker Wisp. Okay, so this is a card from our thing. Creature Elemental 8 for 3/1. When this creature enters the battlefield, exile another creature you control. The creature gains the Bind emblem. Okay. Return the first creature with the Bind emblem from your exile to play under your control. Oh, alright. So this is like kind of a flicker card. When a creature enters the battlefield from your exile, reinforce that creature 4 times. This effect can trigger up to 2 times per turn. Whoa, that's cool. This is actually a really neat card. So far, this is the most interesting creature I've gotten, I think. Yeah. So you play this card, exile a creature that you're already playing, and then it comes back into play reinforced 4 times. That's awesome. Okay. Definitely going to build around this guy. That's cool. So far, this is maybe my favorite pool. Notorious Throng. Kindred Rogue, create a Shadowmoor Fairy token, reinforce X times. X is the number of blue gems on the board, and then gain an extra swap card. Yeah. Okay, this is a good card. I don't even really care that much about the Shadowmoor Fairy token's fine. Reinforcing it that many times, probably going to be pretty strong. It's probably 1/1, right? Yeah. Yeah, too bad it's create then reinforce and not just creating a bunch of tokens, because that would be good to pair with fairy leaders. But gaining an extra swap is very cool. I like that. It's 17 though, so I wish it cost a little less so that I can use it with mystical teachings. But I think they knew what they were doing by making it cost 17 and not 15 or less. Okay, so we got some of the cards from this pack. Well, maybe just the one. Deity of Scars. When this creature enters the battlefield, create 3 Blight Gems. Okay. When a Blight Gem is cleaned for the first time during your turn, reinforce this creature, then this creature gains prevent damage and Berserker until end of turn. Okay. That's pretty good. Creating 3 Blight Gems. So if we play this with, what's it called? Wickersmith tools, you're gaining a bunch of mana. And then you're making this dude pretty strong whenever you clear a Blight Gem. So yeah. Pretty solid creature, I would say. Do you guys think so? Or am I just hyping it up and you don't see it? Okay. Okay. This is the Grist one. Black and green gain 15 mana, otherwise gain 8 mana. So yeah, this is a card that is going to go into every Grist deck pretty much. So yeah, we get this card, Sunken Citadel, Omen Path Journey, 6 in the land, or in that one card with the worm card. So yeah, okay, cool stuff. Let's play that little Grist idea I have real quick. And then I gotta go. But this was cool. Got some pretty neat stuff from it. I still definitely need to play more, or go through the set more to see what I actually want to build around and chase. I've been kind of purposely avoiding looking at the discussion on these cards right now because I'm just not familiar with them. So it'd just be kind of, I don't know how much I would get out of doing that. Okay, so what do we got here? It was the worm. What if I just went straight creatureless? Just green spells with wolves. Oh wait, no, because I need 6. Because that's a land creature. Frogantua for destroying my library. Sure. Omen Path Journey. Sunken Citadel. Do I have anything? Base power, toughness. Oh yeah, Duskana. Exile all cards. Okay. This affects base power, toughness. Creatures. Biomass mutation, maybe? I don't know. Base power, toughness. 2 or... Oh, okay, that's going to change things. Non-token creature. Lignify. Alright. What else did we get that looked fun in here? Oh yeah, that looked kind of fun. Unmake, exile. What was this? Gain X life, X equal to chroma. I actually don't think I want this card in here anymore. Where was it? Yeah, I'm not going to be casting a lot of green spells. What else? Invert the skies. Each opposing. That's whatever. When you turn, gain 3 mana. Sure. It's a land. Why not? So I targeted debuffed creature and support loses 1 shield. Leering Emblem. No. No. Oh yeah, that's the one I want. Flooded Grove. Okay. Yep. And then, sure, unmake. All right. Just for fun. Get this guy down. All right. Nice. Okay, I'm going to save that. There's nothing in our graveyard yet. But it will be soon. We get the Frogantua down. Cool. Sure. Nice. 6. Yeah, I'll play Biomass Mutation, I guess. I didn't really do much, did it? Oh, Bright Glass. Okay. Okay, so we gotta hit the second ability. Otherwise, this guy's gonna get annoying. Okay. Still saving our worm harvest for when we need it. Nice. All right. I'm okay to use this now. Now we'll play Worm Harvest, see what happens. Those goats. All right. Worms. How many worms do I get? For 7 mana, pretty good. Nice. Chris is just unfair. Okay, cool. Yeah. Worm token, worm spell, not bad. Gotta hold on to it for a while, but if you hit it at the right time, gets a pretty good amount of worms down. Don't know what to do with those yet, but bet I can make them changelings, and then you can really reinforce some leaders there with it. So yeah, there you go. So gonna keep working on finding some new stuff with the new cards I got. I didn't see anything that I really am dying to build around. Well, actually, maybe that might not be true, but there are some things there. But yeah, hope you enjoyed watching that collector box opening. And yeah, I will surely be back soon to do a review of the set, figure out what's chase worthy, because I really have no idea. I'm going into this whole thing blind, so I don't know. I haven't really seen a lot that people are really clamoring for, like, oh, this is the chase card of the set or anything. But there's some cards that I liked, but I don't know. Are they going to be meta impacting? We'll see. So, yeah, I'll let everybody know when that's happening. And until then, hope you're having fun with the new set. And I will see you all on Discord.